With this year's unique circumstances and new school policies implemented to keep students safe during COVID-19, this school year has left many students feeling disappointed. High school can bring about some of the most memorable experiences of a student's life, and between hybrid or distance learning, as well as plenty of canceled activities and events, there are lots of things that students and teachers this year wish they hadn't taken for granted. Junior Alexis Witter is a PSEO student who attends most of her classes at Century College, but her experience is largely the same as everyone else this school year.
The most challenging thing for me this year has been getting help from my teachers because a lot of my Century classes are all online and it's really hard to schedule a Zoom meeting if I need help, and just the tests without the actual school environment has been kind of hard.
While just managing school itself has been a challenge for students, academics aren't the only thing that have made the school year frustrating. Freshman Cooper Maddox has played football for 2 years, and the pandemic has impacted his experience as both a player and a spectator. And Witter also misses the days when she could attend sporting events.
I'm disappointed that I can't go to football games.
This year I was really looking forward to homecoming and football games, and that is one thing that I was really sad that it didn't happen.
For AP Psych teacher Mr. Call, this year has been one that has stood out from his 36 years of teaching. As one of the few fully online educators this year, Call has had to adapt to a completely new way of developing connections with his students.
What I care most about, what has defined me in my career, is that I get to know the stories of my students. I get to know about, to the best that I'm able to, get to know them as human beings and people, and what their lives are like and what's important to them. And the curriculum, the content is important, but not as important as who you are. And by getting to know who you are, that gives me the ability to better work with you, support you when you need the help. And when the more students you have, the harder it is, but when you're online and virtual, it is next to impossible.
Despite his plans to retire this year, Call decided to stay with the school another year despite the challenges. However, his choice to teach his classes from home wasn't much of a choice at all, but rather one he had to make for the safety of his wife at home.
So I was going to be doing screening for who needed mental health and social and emotional support, directing students to the right resources, listening to their stories, supporting them. And then COVID hit. And the position did not get funded, and everything got turned inside out. And I had committed to coming back for that. And so then it became, okay, we need somebody to take our online learners because my wife is extremely high risk.
Although this year has left practically everyone turned upside down, there are still positives to come out of the school year. Students have continued to keep their spirits up and have hope for the future.
I'm not disappointed in the first year of my high school because it's easier than I thought.
My hopes for senior year of high school is just to continue getting good grades and everything will go back to normal.
If everyone comes together to follow proper safety measures, perhaps this year's struggles will be over sooner than later. So don't forget to wear a mask and social distance. This is Olivia Beestrom reporting from the Pony Express.